Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we have two deleted scenes which involved Loial from episode 5, Blood Calls Blood. Now I was very, surprised and saddened to find that these had been, cut from the, final edit of the episode. And so I'm hoping after the Wraith AMA over on Reddit, we get to see these deleted scenes at a later date down the line, because he did mention that in the coming weeks we will be getting all the deleted scenes, or at least some of them I should say. So yeah, without further ado, I'm going to now take you through these two scenes and what I believe was happening within them. So to begin with, we've got a look at Loial, what appears to be him entering one of the entrances to the Air Sedai White Tower. It looks like this is maybe a different section of the tower, but what's really interesting for me here is he actually does go and meet both Moiraine and Lan, and I think this would have been a really cool scene for us to get to watch in the episode. But of course, if we do manage to get these at a later date, most likely after the first season's been wrapped, that would be cool as well. Now this obviously scene pertains to the kind of scene between when we first meet Loial and when he brings Nynaeve into where Rand and Mat is staying at the inn, because it's kind of assumed, and I don't remember if this happened off camera in the episode or it happened on where Rand kind of describes his friends from Emond's Field that he's looking for, and obviously Loial then went along to the White Tower, found Nynaeve, and then brought her back. So that's really interesting. I would have liked to have seen kind of just what the kind of writing would have been for this, scene between Loial, Moiraine, and Lan. I'm sure we would have gotten the really cool kind of formal traditional greetings that they give to the Ogier. As we know in the books, unless I'm mistaken, Loial is greeted very formally by, I think it was Lan, if not both Lan and Moiraine, because of obviously being the Ogier. And, it got his ears twitching, as it's always known and written in the books. So that would have been really cool. Interestingly enough, in here, it looks to me like he's actually kind of bowing to Moiraine and Lan in this moment. So I think this kind of formality that's taken place in this scene, and it just would have been interesting to see how Loial would have gotten to the point of asking Moiraine and Lan if one of the Two Rivers folk was in there. Maybe Rand told Loial off screen that Moiraine and Lan are the two people he should be looking to find in the White Tower to ask them, and not to kind of discuss this matter with anybody else. But yeah, it would have been really cool just to see a different section of the White Tower. I think, what we saw of Tar Valon and the White Tower itself in the episode was, really cool, really nice to see. But we know they filmed a lot more other shots and scenes that didn't unfortunately make it into the episode, and we know that from the leaked images, but also from the behind the scenes photos that were released with the episode. So for example, there's this sort of puppet show which was most likely filmed and took place kind of like Punch and Judy, which we would see when we were younger as kids. There's also like one of the leaked images, we see that very briefly in the beginning of the episode when Rand and Mat walk through the city with the man with the camel. But we also saw like this market area where we see loads of different stores with different kind of products for sale, like food, herbs, spices, children's dolls. And I just think if we would have gotten a few more scenes with Loial, we most likely would have seen a bit more of Tar Valon, which would have been really cool. But I do think we're going to see a much more better view of Tar Valon potentially in this upcoming 6th episode, because I think at some course during that episode, Moiraine and Lan are most likely going to come out of the White Tower and kind of venture down to where Mat and Rand are staying in the inn that they're at, which I think hopefully we'll get a few more kind of shots and glimpses at the wider region of Tar Valon. It would be really cool if we could kind of see the docks as well, but that's kind of just my wish anyway. So yeah, that's the first scene that we've seen, and they most certainly shot and have it completed. But then the second deleted scene that involves Loial is this one right here, where we've seen him kind of walking through the streets of Tar Valon, and I think this would have been really cool because it would kind of showcased what he spoke about when he first met Rand in the library within the inn, which I thought was kind of the perfect location to introduce Loial at, of course. Where else would we get the introduction of Loial? None other than a library in an inn. So then after that, I think, as we know, he mentioned to Rand, everybody thought he was a Trolloc, and he kind of laughed that happened to him once again when he first met Rand, which I thought was really funny. And I think kind of just seeing him make his way to the White Tower and just seeing how the people in the city would react to him if it was their first time, you know, seeing him or seeing an Ogier for the first time in their lives would have been really cool, just to see the different takes everybody has. Some would have gone running away from him, some of them I'm sure would have kind of like thought he was a Trolloc if they know what Trollocs are and seen Trollocs out in the open, and I'm sure some would have just been really interested just to see Loial for the first time because he's an Ogier. So I think the kind of wide-ranging set of reactions would have been really kind of funny and interesting to watch unfold on screen. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame that scene was also let out. But fingers crossed, as I mentioned at the beginning, that we get to see all these deleted scenes that involve Loial, because any scene with Loial, I certainly want to watch. And for example, if we have to kind of have a few scenes we choose to watch, I think Loial's would be at the top of the list for me personally, just after seeing the first scene that involved him with Mohammed obviously acting as Loial. He absolutely smashed it out the park. He killed the role. I thought he really embodied what Loial is about, and the way he kind of elongated all the sentences and words and the kind of meanings he was trying to portray in what he was saying to Rand. It was that typical style of Loial that we all know and love from the books. So that was so cool to see. But yeah, so those are the two scenes that were deleted from this particular episode. So yeah, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys have all enjoyed it, and I would love to know whether you would love to see this I would love to know whether you would love to see these deleted scenes, because I'm sure everybody would love to see them, because Loial got trending at I think 8 in the worldwide during the premiere of the episode, which was really cool to see, and a big kind of props to Mohammed for doing such a fantastic job as Loial. So yeah, hope you guys have all enjoyed this video. If you have, leave a thumbs up, and of course if you're new around here, subscribe to the channel. Right guys, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all at a later